Got another unboxing here today, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh. Today we have Slappy trucks. I've tried many trucks in the past, from Venture to Tensor to Thunder to Independent to Ace, even Phantom 2, if you're that old and remember. I've also had Grind Kings from back in the day, all that good stuff. But today, we're trying the newest of the new, Slappy Trucks by Mike Sinclair. So, Warehouse Skate. Oh, some nice stickers. Never bought from them before, but they had the hollow inverteds before most skate shops online, so. Oh snap, look at that. Nice little bag of trucks. Got the 8.5. Oh, nice. Got the 8.5 Slappies with a little hole in the middle, hollow on both sides, axle and kingpin. Nice. These look super sick. So, what's that? Oh, silica gel. Nice. All right, so these are the Slappy trucks. They feel very light, actually. Look at that kingpin clearance, trying to get some Smith grinds back, right? Let's see exactly how low that is. Well, that is almost, wow. That almost is from top of the hanger to the yoke right here. Wow. All right, so that is Slappy trucks with the stickers. Actually, I'm about to set up a skateboard, so I have my wheels right here, which I'm gonna set up right now. I actually have to find my hardware. I actually have Ace hollow hardware, which just came out recently. Fairly new. So let's do that real quick. Let's put some wheels on. I actually have my skateboard and grip tape right here. So we're going to do that as well in this gigantic video. It should be pretty fun. These lock nuts are decent. Good and tight. All right, we're going to flip these wheels. Graphic out, because I've ridden them graphic in for so long and it's time to rotate. Wheel goes both ways, which is really good. Dragon wheels, still fairly new, but got a lot of street wear in them, so had a couple of pieces of metal in there. Sounded like flat spots, but definitely not flat spots, which is good. I've put in my fair share of work in these wheels, and they're really rough on skate park ground. Like I said, it sounds like flat spots, but not flat spots, just little shards of metal. So, graphic out. Fairly easy to assemble real quick. So I've been looking at Slappy trucks since they first made their announcements with their standards and inverteds. But of course, as soon as they showed hollows, as big of a fan of hollow trucks as I am, definitely wanted to wait it out and see what these are all about. So yeah, super excited. Ready to get back into the street skating. Mostly because I've tried to be a Slappy guy. I tried to learn how to Slappy 50-50, as you guys have seen in my stories and all that stuff, but it's fairly difficult for me. I don't know why. I guess just because I've been much of a jumper and a flip trick guy. The low impact, technical Slappy tricks and stuff is just, it's a learning curve for me, and I'm trying, but definitely wanted to get these. I might not be 100% Slappy because of Slappy trucks, but there are definitely more shards of metal in here. If you can see that, there's chunks missing out of these wheels. More than 2 of them, definitely, but hopefully we can get some good use out of this universally, not just for Slappying, but for, you know, street skating, some gaps, some flip tricks, some grinds. Definitely trying to branch out, even at 32 years old. Still want to jump down some stuff. Get some of that in there. Relearn some old tricks. Get technical, play some skate. Games of skate. Some of the locals, old friends, all that stuff. All right, trucks are together. Shall we put the grip tape on the new board? All right, so let's get this open. There's a little bit of packaging right here. Alright, time for some Mob Grip. The grippiest, one and only. Saw Pepper Grip, new grip tape company, Pepper Grip. Might give that a shot because, as you know, Powell flight decks last forever and just rearrange myself. It lasts forever, and you basically, once you kind of put a ding in your board, you're gonna need to regrip it. So, do have an extra sheet of Mob, but if I regrip this board, definitely might try out some Pepper Grip. Open to trying new grip tape. I've tried every major grip tape company you can think of, from Grizzly to Mob to Jessup, all the way down to Mini Logo Grip, Black Magic, if you're old like me. But yeah, my favorite grip of all is definitely Mob. I've had every version of Mob, from clear to colored clear to solid colored grip to graphic grip and everything. And it's just been a roller coaster ride, but Mob is definitely at the top of my list. Shape Jump was fun. Black Magic was one of my favorites back in the day before I even knew about Mob, or when Mob hit the mainstream and was, you know, people actually like really grippy grip. But other than that, just used to the grippiness of Mob. And other than that, set this board up, get back to skating. Turn my other flight deck into a cruiser deck, which is going to be fun because it's tough. It can handle the weather and all the things I throw at it, so that'll be fun. Keep it, you know, purposeful and useful, and don't want to get rid of it because it's not going to break on me, I know that. It's just, it'll lose its shape and wear away more and more as I use it. Most people would take like a skill saw to it and turn it into like a tech cruiser or something like that. I'm just going to leave it as it is and let it wither away over time. From the once egg shape that it is to the popsicle shape that it's becoming. It's actually lost a significant amount of length. I stood these up back to back. I'll actually show you after I grip this up. It's actually lost about maybe 1/4 of an inch in length at 32.5 tall. Just crazy, you know? Let's give this a quick sand, and I'll go grab the hardware and the other board and show you guys the height difference of what, 2.5, 3 months of riding. It's still in really good condition. Just like I said, I rode it through the rain a couple of times, and this little bit of cold weather that we've had has made it kind of split on the ends. Kind of delaminated it a little bit. Chip on one of the kicktails, so let's give this a quick sand down the middle. Still the grippiest, but less harsh on the shoes than brand new. Alright, let me grab the hardware and go grab the other board. Alright. Sorry for the intermission, I'm just ill-prepared for the most part, but I look like a blueberry with all this blue on, but I digress. Alright. Got the hardware. Show y'all the height difference. So if y'all can see, new deck, old deck. You can see that it's got about 2/4 of an inch of a height difference, and that's just like 2.5 months of use, and it is beat up. Right here is the chip on the nose that's slowly starting to round itself out, just right there. Went from a square shape to fairly round quickly, just because it's 5 plies and wears away pretty quick. So let's get this hardware going, and this is the Ace hardware that's hollow right down the middle. Just a little bit of material taken away. Crazy to think that hardware became hollow. I don't know if that ever happened in the past. Companies doing that, but pretty cool concept. I'll back anything that I've never tried before, and it has these little ridges right there. You can see that's gonna hold it into the deck, and it won't let your trucks swivel and readjust if you tighten it up proper on the first go round. Every once in a while, just give it a couple of twists. And just the FYI, I'm not gonna be tightening up or loosening my Slappy trucks. I'm just gonna kind of go with the flow for about a week or two. Just see how that works. I bounced out over here. All right, pop these out on the other side. Get all of these out and flipped over. That's messy. Good Lord. Alright, this is probably definitely going to be the longest video I ever post, just because top to bottom, wheels onto trucks, hardware into grip, grip onto board. Definitely gonna be a nice little video. Hopefully I hit record, because that would suck. All right, kind of a little air bubble right there, popped up from the grip, but we'll stomp that down once we get this board rolling. It's gonna be fun. New shoes coming in, same black Rowan Zorilla Vans with the gum sole. Just wore them to work too much and kind of wore them in. And the glue started coming apart on the sole from working in a butcher shop, basically, and just tore them up way too fast. And I haven't even busted a hole in any of the sides from skating in them. It's just the sole came unglued and water kept getting into it whenever I'd, ride around or walking in puddles from the old board. But let's get these trucks on. All right, I'm gonna go right there. No adjusting. I actually did custom base plate modification on the last board just to try to get a smaller wheelbase to experiment, and didn't really turn out too well. I really didn't feel a difference, but I just had to get used to the board, and I kind of jumped the gun and modded the base plate wheelbase. Modded the wheelbases, not knowing what I was doing. I just gotta get used to the board as is. No tinkering around, just get on the board, try the new trucks, try new wheels. I'm always into new things. I've been stuck on Spitfire and Independent, and every once in a while I'll change it up, get used to it, and live my life. But now I just want to try Slappy trucks because they look cool, and they look like a mixture between Independent and Thunder and Ace all merged together beautifully. Yeah, always good to try something new every once in a while. Branch out from the norm, from the regular world. Try something new and exciting. These are sinking in nicely. Get them just a little half flush. That way whenever I'm riding around, the grip tape will get used to whatever I'm doing. Alrighty. Let's get these things nice and flush, flat with the grip tape. Alrighty. But yeah, other than that, no rails on this board. I'm not going to be trying to you know, put any cool sticker jobs on it. I'm just gonna leave it raw and untouched. I kind of went crazy on the other board with 2 different sets of rails. I have like 12 holes on the bottom of the board from drilling and undrilling them in, and sticker jobs galore, and I'm just gonna leave it raw and untouched on this one. The wheels are fairly still new, just like 2 or 3 months old, so it's basically still just gonna be a Christmas complete. Like the other Independents were fairly still new, but they wore away too quick for my liking, and that rattling on where the axle, where the hanger goes into the base plate, was just really annoying, tight or loose. But that's why we're here. If I feel anything, I'll definitely keep everybody updated on my Instagram and let everybody know how the trucks are doing, if there's any rattling or loosening and all that cool stuff. And it looks like the base plates, where the inverted kingpin goes, the screws are pressed into the metal, so like the corners of the hexagon actually dig into the base plate, so I don't think I'm going to be losing anything. So I don't think it's going to come unscrewed. The lock nut looks like it's pretty tight in there. It's actually caught the nylon threading, so that's really good. And just ready to get back into some grinds on some ledges. Probably find a little ledge spot in the town and get crusty with it instead of, you know, slapping all the time, which I tried. Not giving up on that, but it's just, I kind of jumped into it and forced myself to learn, but I think I just gotta go with the flow, like I've been saying. Alright, let's get some action. Yep. If you guys like these videos, let me know. I'm not gonna have a new Christmas complete every 2 or 3 months, but I'm definitely gonna try to put some more edits together of me street skating and see how that all turns out, and just wanna have some fun, get some tricks back, learn some new ones, relearn some old ones, just have a blast, you know. I put together some edits a long time. Golly, my wrist is getting tired already from this. These bolts are definitely getting dug into the board. Definitely make sure they're tight. Definitely need a silver tool is what I need, that ratchet, dude. I had a silver tool for about 5 years, and I would put together skateboards in fucking seconds. Blazing fast. So fast. You'd hear that ratchet from a mile away, and you'd know that Mystery FB is putting the board together real quickly. These actually don't look like 8.5 width. I hope they really are. I have 8.75s on the other one, and that's definitely a difference, you could tell. I had 8.25 on the last one before I switched it to a cruiser, and that was a noticeable difference. I feel like these are close to 8.25. Wow, that is really hurting my wrist. Really gotta tighten this thing up. All right, I think that'll be good. If I gotta do any adjusting in the future, I will do it, but all right, that is the setup. It is mob grip on top, symmetrical Andy Anderson Heron 2, nice and crispy, untouched with stickers and board rails. Just gonna ride it as it is. I got wax on the board already on the table. Slappy trucks right there, hollow inverted with a little hollow kingpin, hollow axle, dragging wheels, 3 months old with reds, bearings with the shields popped off, get nice and crusty. Hear those hissing, riding in the streets of the skate park. And that's pretty much it. Gonna definitely put it edit together, either at the skate park or in the streets, and let you guys know how it goes. Peace out.